Hi, welcome to Surviving Motherhood. So do you ever have salespeople stop by your house to sell you things? Yesterday, I had a young man stop by, nice kid, and he told me that he wanted to help me. He had this great thing. It's going to be a great help to me. But before he got into any of that, he took this little badge he was wearing and he showed it to me because he wanted me to know who he really was. It had his name on it, had the name of his company, had his picture. So I could look at that and say, yep, that's Tim. Tim works for this company. Okay, Tim, what do you have to say? So after I was able to verify who this young man was, he came in and we talked and, well, he's a very nice young man, didn't end up buying what he had to offer. But the point is, I felt confident in talking to him because of his badge, because he had told me who he is. And this morning, as I was reading my Bible, I discovered that God does the same thing. He tells us who he is, so we know who it is that's helping us. I want to read for you a few verses that I was reading out of Isaiah 41. In verse 13, he says, "For I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, 'Do not fear, I will help you.'" Okay, it's good to know that God is helping us. But then he goes in to tell us who he is. He says, "Do not be afraid, O worm Jacob, O little Israel. For I myself will help you, declares the Lord, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel." And I found that pretty amazing because in that one verse, God told us 5 times who he is. Referred to himself 5 times. He says, "For I myself will help you." Okay, make no mistake about it. God is the one who's doing this. So I and myself, declares the Lord, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Now let's just talk about those 3 names that he gives us and how that tells us who he is. First, he says he is the Lord, the Lord, Yahweh, is his personal name. It reminds us that God knows us intimately. We've got this personal, intimate relationship with him. So he's the Lord. He's our Redeemer. Our Redeemer is the one who fights for us, who saves us, who will ransom us. Your Redeemer cares for you and loves you. And that's who God is. And the third thing he says, the third name he uses to describe himself is the Holy One of Israel. That's telling us that God, well, he's the only God. He is the only him. He is the Holy One of Israel. Set apart. Though Israel was full of sin, God is sinless. Though we are sinful, he is holy. He's personal. He's going to save us. And he is the only one. He's the only one who can do it. And that is who's helping us. God himself, the Lord, our Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, will help us. I can't think of a better position to be in than that, can you? He will help you. And I pray the knowledge and confidence you have from that will carry you through this day. Have a wonderful, Jesus-full day.